Veronica, so I just had a quick follow-up question about something that I saw on your resume. Of course, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Yeah, so it says here, speak Spanish, but then it has like an asterisk next to it. Can you explain what the asterisk means? Are you fluent or are you like beginner level? So the asterisk means that I am fluent depending on how much I receive in compensation for my second language. Oh, okay, I got it. So we start our differential at $1.25 an hour for Spanish speaking. Ah, okay. Uh, para 1.25 a la hora, yo puedo hablar así. Oh, that's terrible. What is it that you're looking for? Does your fluency change with the amount you receive? Yeah, so I'm looking for about $3 an hour. And yeah, the fluency changes depending on how much I get paid. If I get paid what I'm asking for, then I am completely fluent in Spanish in all forms of communication. Oh, okay. So we can probably come up to 225, but I don't think we can do $3 an hour. For 225, yo puedo hablar un poquito mejor y puedo usar Google Translate para poder buscar palabras que no sé decir sin los 75 centavos adicionales. um, we would love to have someone on our staff that is fluent in Spanish. And I would love to be that person that you have on your staff that is fluent in Spanish. I would also love to get paid my worth. Being the only bilingual person in your office is going to mean that I'm going to help double the amount of people. And it's going to bring in new clientele that doesn't currently come here because you have no one who speaks Spanish in this area. So, I mean, I think it's very clear that Central Florida has a large Hispanic population. So, you are going to benefit from having a Spanish speaker in your office, and I'm going to benefit by getting paid what I'm worth. So, I'm happy to be that person, but I'm also happy to receive the proper compensation for what I'm offering. Let me talk to the team and I will get back to you. Gracias. I think something that we have to collectively accept is that people are going to treat you exactly how they feel about you. That's it. That's the post. People are going to treat you exactly how they feel about you. There's a list of priorities when it comes to who's in our lives. There's like the top three, who's like the people that we talk to every single day, the ones that we call, the ones that we text, the ones that we make time for, the ones that we have lunch with, the ones that we go to their birthday parties, the ones that we go to their baby showers and weddings. We are front and center. And then comes, the second list, which is like, oh yeah, we speak occasionally. And, sometimes I make time for them, sometimes I don't. And then there's the afters that are like, I mean, they want to talk to me, but I don't really want to talk to them, but I'll engage occasionally. The truth of the matter is that anybody that doesn't treat you like a priority shouldn't be at the top of your priority list. When someone really, really likes you, they want to speak to you, they want to see your face, they want to spend time with you. And this is not just a romantic thing, this is friendships as well. Like, yes, we're all busy, but busy is a trigger word for me because it's such an excuse that we all use. I'm very busy and I even still make time for the people that I want to make time for. When we want to be with someone, when we want to be next to someone, when we want to spend time with them, we make time for them. Look at yourself. Look at your list of who's on your priority list. You're probably chasing someone that doesn't text back. And in that same phone that you have, someone's probably texting you that you're not texting back, if I'm being 100% honest. So take a look at your priority list. See if your priority list matches your person's priority list, whether, like I said, it's a friend or a romantic relationship, and adjust your priorities. You can always adjust your priorities. Adjust it to that where you're matching their effort. You don't, it doesn't have to be tit for tat. It doesn't have to be, oh, he texts me once, so I text him once, and I text him once, and then it doesn't have to be that. But you'll know when there's like a shift in the energy, or you'll know when you're putting a little bit too much and they're not putting enough, because you start to feel confused. And when someone likes you, when someone loves you, when you're important to someone, there's no room for confusion. If there is confusion, take that confusion as a firm no, a firm capitalized no. Absolutely not. If you're confused, then that's not your person. Your person will leave zero room for confusion. I promise you that. So I was in the post office in Kissimmee the other day, and I had opened a P.O. box recently because I needed a local to Kissimmee address, but then I ended up not using it. And I will be 100% transparent and say that I lost the key and I couldn't find the receipt. So I went to the post office and I'm like, hey, so I need to close my P.O. box, but I don't have any of the information. Like, is there anything that you guys can do? The girl looks at me as if I was speaking in a foreign language, and she's like, you got to ask her. I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, I'm not going to ask her. Maybe you can ask her. And then this way, next time somebody comes to you with the same issue, you'll know how to do it. And so she had no idea what I meant by that. My point is, you guys know that I post customer service content with reference to how customers treat service workers and stuff like that. And you know that I'm not okay with customers being disrespectful, being degrading and all that. But sometimes you as the worker need to take responsibility. There's no reason why you should be at a company and not know a process that is part of your job. And even if you don't, where you're like, oh my God, I've never done this before, that's okay. But take that as a moment to learn. Ask somebody if you need help so that you don't mess up your customer's account. But take responsibility and say, you know what, let me learn this, because chances are this is going to be, somebody else is going to come to me with this. And I'd like to know for next time. Pushing off your job on someone else because you simply don't know is not acceptable. So while I'm not for rude customers, I'm also not for representatives who just don't know what to do. Like I said, if you're going to be at a job, then you need to be able to do your job. And if you don't know how to do it, you need to be able to know where to find the information on how to do your job. I understand customers' frustration sometimes when they have to call multiple times to a call center, or when I'm reading notes on a customer's account and the information is clearly incorrect. And the problem is that instead of looking for the information on the internet, on the intranet, or asking someone, it's just easier for your call time, for your handle time to get the customer off the line as soon as possible. And then the customer ends up having to call back. And then your coworker has a bigger issue to deal with than if you would have just gotten it done right the first time. So don't worry, I'm not changing my content to pro customer, but there is also no excuse for a representative or anyone who works for a company to not be able to assist a customer. If there is a process that is out of your pay grade, like you're just simply not allowed to do it, then that's different. But if it is something that you're allowed to do and you simply don't know because you've never done it before, or because you're just not good at retaining information, that's okay. But you need to do better at learning it and writing down notes or taking, mental pictures, whatever you have to do, because customers are the reason that we have a job. So as much as we may not like them sometimes, as much as they may be difficult sometimes, we still have a job to do. And less customers means less need for customer service representatives. And we don't want that, because that's job security. So stop acting like you're doing your customers a favor. You're getting paid to be there. And as long as they're not being rude or disrespectful, then you do your job and you do it well. There's no excuse to be rude to your customer first. There's no excuse to make your customer feel like they're bothering you. There's no excuse for your customer to leave there with the wrong information and have to go out of their way to come back another day, and all because you simply couldn't be bothered to find out the correct information. So yes, customers suck sometimes, but sometimes representatives suck too. Don't be one of those representatives that suck.